Thank you, Mech Warriors, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we continue the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. And last time we finished Operation Deicide Poseidon with a strategic victory, although potentially even considered a tactical defeat. They were able to, the Cobra Lance, Diamondback Lance, and the two Fox Snake Air Lances were able to move in and kill the enemy commander. However, they didn't kill the majority of the enemy forces. They did barbecue a couple of infantry and did blow up a pair of urban mechs. But other than that, they didn't penetrate into the city as much as we kind of thought that they were going to. They faced considerable stiff resistance and were successful in the long run, though. So they will be considered to have won that part of the battle when the final tally is made. But we are moving on to part 2, which is Area 88. Yes, I have a bit of a theme when I name my air battles. This will be featuring Fox Snake 2 as they go head-to-head against a pair of enemy fighters. It's not a huge engagement compared to a lot of the other ones, but it should be interesting in the way that aerospace fighter combat often works. So let me load that right up. This is Deicide Fox Snake. Fill in the appropriate pilot. Clear. Lock and load. Alright, so this is a head-to-head battle. We have the Samurai and Lucifer being driven by Soundwave and Stormhowl squaring off against a pair of Gotha GTHA 400s. So may the best fighter squadron win. Unfortunately, we did lose initiative, so we have to move first. They're crossing along with us. How hard did you burn to try and get to me? Oh, you definitely got outside of mine. I did not get outside of yours. Let's align ourselves to go after you then. Hopefully I'm providing... I am! Okay, so they didn't actually allow me to waste any of my movement. I very much appreciate that. Bi-weapon arc. So we're going to open up nice and hard on this one, I feel. Go medium lasers first. For the maximum damage that I can cram out. Left wing can fire. Right wing is a blank. And no aft shot for me. Nope. But we do have the rest of the rocket launcher, which I'm going to throw his way. And hopefully that'll get us a sufficient amount of work done on that one. Lucifer is a little bit more nose on, although I still think, yeah, we're not going to quite get the nose angle on this one. What's the loadouts of the enemy? Well, if we view the Gotha and range by damage high low, the Gotha is packing a single PPC along with several medium lasers, a pair of LRM-15s, and 2 small lasers. I think, yeah, 2 of the medium lasers are facing aft, 2 of them face forward, and everything else is wings and noses. Compare that against the Lucifer, which is packing the improved AC-10, or the AC-10I, which has a massive range advantage, put on mostly for space combat, and because Sprog wanted to see what it would do, and so all but insisted the T4 take it. We're up to 22 heat, which is our proper heat, and then we'll also fire all of our rocket pods, see if we can't get some work done. Pretty nasty fighters. Yep. Hopefully we can force them to crash. That's the plan. Alright, Samurai opening fire very well, actually, for the first round of shooting. Managing to nail all but a single rocket launcher out of his shots. No penetrating hits, no criticals on that one. The Lucifer, however, on the other hand, needed easier shots, but misses an AC-10 and one of his medium lasers. Does follow up pretty well with the rest of them and does manage to hit with all his air-to-air missiles. But a little bit, lucky crit, only applied to the first location. Interesting. So he did manage to get a lucky crit on through. The Gotha opening fire with his medium lasers and small lasers, LRM-15, does manage to strike on the Samurai, but the Samurai doesn't have any bombs to blow up because he fired them all. I'm actually rather surprised that only... Oh no, both Gothas did fire. Did they? No, they didn't. I wonder why. Well, in any event, that definitely is a round in our favor as we continue to cycle on through. We win the initiative this time. Gotha zipping in behind us. I don't think I can get that angle without trying to go for a split ass or something. And even then, he might be a little bit too close to us to try and manage that one. What I could do, though, is if we boost up 3, is I might actually be able to bring this back, or maybe even 4. No, we'll try 3. Bring this around enough to get a shot on him. Let's try not to make it too high G. Nope, it's gonna be a high G turn. Well, that'll put him right on his 6. He needs a 5 to pull it off. I think he can do it. I don't know if he did. He absolutely did. Doing a close-in pass on that Gotha. And then we're going to boost up 3. We're going to come back around our own way as well. Please let me get that turn. I'm going to get that turn. Ooh, this might actually be a lot more painful for him than he may otherwise want. Can you pull off a 5? Unit has not used all of the velocity. Oh, because there was a spin move in there. Alright, so that's as far as I'm going to get. So I'm going to screw out a little bit more. Come directly in on him. And that's going to be a close path. He manages to pull off the maneuver. Did he? He did. Whew. Yeah, this is about to be serious pain. There is the aft weapons from this Gotha are going to be able to hit, but other than that, we managed to pull off a pretty handy maneuver right there. And we should be very well situated. It's good damage out of that. Just so I can keep track of it. Put my aft mounted weapons to the bottom. The odds of me using them are very low. So line them up with medium lasers and get some serious work done. Maybe I'll hit with that side wing. Right wing again. And the aft medium lasers will be able to lash out at the people behind us. Aircraft may be a bit oversynced. And then the Lucifer is in prime position. Be able to hit quite hard as well. Actually getting the nose on accuracy bonus, which is really fun. 2 small lasers, but we're maxed out. Yep. All right, that's what we have to do. All right, go the opening fire from his aft weapons, I think. Hitting the Samurai on that one. Did crit out one of our medium lasers because his damage threshold did get over. The Samurai, however, opening fire on the Gotha ident 6-7, which is the one in front of him, and managed to hit everything except 1 medium laser and 1 small laser. Excellent rolls on that one. The other Gotha, however, when it returns fire, manages to get an avionics hit, and that sucks. Is that improved? Yeah, it's an unofficial weapon. No such thing as being oversynced. So an avionics hit is going to make all high G maneuvers and that sort of thing a little bit more difficult, which kind of sucks. Looks like the Lucifer finally managing to hit with the AC-10I. Does not get any effect by hitting over the damage threshold on that one. Scattering damage all over the place off of him. Looks like control rolls. The Samurai dropping out of control. Avionics hit needed to 7 and rolled a 4, and he is dropping fast. The Lucifer does manage to succeed in his burn, as does the Gotha. So, out of control. He is going to fly off the map, I believe. So, thank goodness for small blessings. He will be gone. Leaves the Lucifer to have to take on 2 more targets. Let's see what you did up here. You are facing directly away from me. You're starting to arc in. Is anybody retreating at the moment? Doesn't look like it. They think they've got this mostly handled. Let's try and take this a little bit of a safer round this time. We're going to see if I can't come up on right behind him with a nice easy burn. Can I get this just a little bit more nose on? Is that something we can pull off here? I can if I want to roll a pilot roll. All that would do is get our nose weapons on him though, and I'm not convinced that's a sufficient excuse. We'll burn the Lucifer in on here. It was nose, so it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm just a little disappointed that he actually managed to punch through on that one. Open fire with that AC-10I, which we've really been struggling with. Then give me just medium lasers. And 1 small laser, I guess. That'll max out our heat right there. Alright, this time we did manage to punch through and crit his PPCs, so that's his biggest, most powerful weapon. He fired on us with a pair of medium lasers off of that one. And a whole ton of hits going down this time. Only managed to miss 2 of our medium lasers. So now we can start doing some fun stuff. The aircraft, however, does manage to stay in control with that roll of a 6. Ooh, we lost this time, the initiative. So I'm going to slow roll it. Going to drift. And he's going to dodge out of arc. So we are not going to have a shot on him. Going? No good shot. Although he's going to be able to shoot at us. So bit of a bad roll out there. Gotha opens his fire and gets 2 possibly out of control hits because he hit our aft. Fortunately, we succeed 2 5s with a 9 and a 10 on a third one because our damage threshold was exceeded by a 6. That was close. That was not a good one at all for us. Like we've got to move again. I don't want to move. We're gonna track you. Or track with you. I'm gonna assume he's gonna make a burnout in this direction. Should try and turn. Yes. So he went wide, and we're going head to head with this Gotha. We're doing so much damage to them. We're scattering a lot of damage to them. Gothas have a lot of armor? They do. They very much do indeed. Got another good angle here for us. Well, sort of. As long as we can avoid taking any fire from... As long as we can avoid an avionics grip. Did manage to blow out one of their heat sinks. Whole bunch of scatter damage over the rest of them. Gotha missing both of his medium lasers. The other Gotha manages to nail us with a little bit more fire. Scattering damage all over the place. And the Gotha is out of control and drops 2 altitude thresholds. Where is the samurai? Can please come back? Samurai's back in 2 turns. Ugh. Gonna be rough. This Gotha is out of control and will be off the map soon. So I'm going to accelerate. Twice. So I want to see if I can't pull in right on your 6. No. Let's just accelerate once and see if I can make that maneuver. Because I want to be able to get right behind him on this. That'll do good enough. Rolling his after weapon arc, so that'll help out a little bit. Should be able to burn him down. Alright, Gotha managed to hit us in the right wing and the nose. 45 armor, 39, down to 29 armor in that right wing. Getting a little light. AC-10I hits the left wing, doesn't cause any effect, unfortunately. And a little bit more scatter damage all across him. And both of them are back in control. Ugh. We lost the initiative on this one, so I'm going to burn out like so. And the Gotha flies off the map. He didn't have a choice. Oh, we did manage to keep him within our left wing arc on this one, though. So that'll actually work out very nicely. Oh, and we got him. We managed to nail him on that one, so... AC-10I managed to hit him right in the aft, brings it down to 6 armor remaining. Medium laser brought it down to 1 armor remaining. Another medium laser brought it down the aft to 0 armor remaining. And we finally pushed through. So one of the Gothas has been shot down. And the Lucifer falls out of control. And is now burning to try and get back in control. I don't know how many rounds it's going to take for the other Gotha to show back up, but the Samurai's back on the map. I'm going to accelerate a few times. Get the Samurai speed. So that it can be nice and defensive. Now here comes the... Oh, no, he's going to stall. He's going to stall out on this one. Give her down one. Oh, this is not going to be good. Can I hover? Do you have a hover ability? You have the ability to hover. Nope. No, you don't. Can't do anything about it. Stalls out, loses elevation. He's down to 2 elevation. If he doesn't regain control, he's going to fall and die. Already out of control. Rolled a 6. Regains control. Whew. Right at the ground level. Alright, give it another acceleration. Another couple of accelerations. Boom. So no, I don't want to do that too much. Because I don't want to keep you, flying. Am I just going too fast at this point? Yes. Okay. You know what? Just pull that back. A single acceleration is all I need. Just gotta chill for like 5 rounds while we wait for him to come back. Factions involved. We're fighting against the Endurians at the moment. Takes 10,000 feet to take care. Oh, he saved it on a 2. That came close. accelerate, go up, slow boat it for a little bit, wait for that other Gotha to show back up. Come on, Gotha. There he is. He's back. Oh, he's really arcing for the side. Bring the samurai right up on top of him. Hi there, kids. Am I too fast? I'm too fast. Shit. Single accelerate. Accelerate. Here. Gotta be a bit of a long range shot there. There. And the Lucifer. Accelerate twice and go up. Can I get that turn in time? Don't think so. Kind of. No, I actually can make that. Oh, good. That's actually really nice. So we'll be able to get everybody shooting into his back. All the medium lasers that we have left. For that, we go with a target knock and arc. That is a lie, sir. Absolutely a lie. Oh, I didn't bring it in. Apparently I didn't bring it in like I thought I had. Shooting back at us, no real effect. We did manage to light him up. He's down to 3 armor. On his right wing, his aft is down to a single armor. Oh, we're getting close. And the Gotha's out of control again. Gotta move the Lucifer. Sure, accelerate. But just normal. Alright, looks like it is the Lucifer's turn to fly off, because I do not feel like attempting to get him to do anything insane. He'll be back in 3 turns. And we'll just slow boat it right on forward. And the Gotha flies off. Okay, I'm gonna call it. Well, the Gotha was crippled and withdrawing, so he would have left anyway. Alright. We got it. Alrighty. No salvage record required. We do absolutely control the skies after the one. Light damage on both aircraft. And the one Gotha escaped, but that is how it goes. And the other Gotha is scrap. Excellently well done. We are maxed out right now, so we cannot afford any mid-battle salvage on this one. And looks like Highway to Hell is going to pick up the only kill out of this one. Flushing the water film, 2/3. I think he wants to avoid combat. He was trying. Since that was quick, any chance they'll show up elsewhere? No, they're done. Longstream gets... do you realize how long that would actually be? That would be a long stream. Let's see. Do I feel up to running through all of it? That's the real question. Because Ares is going to be rough. I feel like that wouldn't even fight for that guy. I don't think we're getting extra for it. You just have me. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. Like, this could take 2 hours, or this could take, 20 minutes. Could do a YouTube breaker for the next mission of you. Long stream. Maybe we can do this. Yeah, it's past midnight. Vanguard is technically running this op, and it would be a shame to run through the whole thing. Yeah, it would be a shame to run through the whole thing and then have, Vanguard and others miss out, because we have a lot of Europeans who are in Adder, and, well, mostly Adder, because I know Talik's an Adder, and Vanguard's an Adder as well. We already know Ares will be rough. Yeah. Want to go out with a bang instead of a couple of funks for kicking tails. I could give Warden the choice. Is Warden even here? Warden and Pyro are here. Alright, let's do this. I don't want to be mean about it, We're thinking about going extra long in order to get in the other mission. If I don't know how to do this. Closest to weekends for some not like network. Yeah, that is true, but can't say. You could, but it gets iffy. Plus, all the surprises are ruined at that point. All right, fine. We'll give it a shot. We'll at least let you see what you're about to get yourself into. All right, Outer Boa. The final part of the mission, the assault on the port itself. File. Game. Replace player. Okie dokie. I'm here for another half hour. Behold my genius and my insanity. So these ships actually do have fuel. The only reason why it says they don't have fuel is because I didn't want the dropships to accidentally take off. So we're going to see what we end up doing. The enemy forces are split into two groups. We've got Zeus down here in black, and we have Taylor up north here in red. Taylor is, of course, the Sergeant Oscar Taylor, who's been featured in so many of the AARs lately. But he is going to be running this shit from his Highlander 786. I'm not going to put a cut in for YouTube just yet. We'll push this towards the end. Was it good? No. We're already committed. Got AC-5 turrets all over the place. By the way, we also have one of my favorite units to have laid down. A pair of field artilleries. Yes, it is a Brian 1T. I'll let you guys figure out what that actually means. The ships of fuel. I remember that mission in Battle Lake. Mule, Union, and what's the third? A Denise, or Denise, however you want to pronounce it. This isn't a Brian, very nice. Good choice mech for Taylor. This has been his mech since it was initially brought in, which is kind of surprising since so many of the other people have had to change or alter their mechs based on various things. But this actually managed to stay. Good mule, not a Union. No, there's a Union down here. There's one down here too. The Brian, that's your custom fortress defense mech. The Brian's actually not mine. The Brian was a mech that somebody made for that one BattleTech magazine that was there for a while, and we found the stats for it, and I liked it so much that I made the mech, and then Grizzly made the sprite for it, and so we put it all together. So, and I've been trying to sprinkle Brian's and Phobos's in because it's fun. This is going down quickly. Yep. Good luck. Luckily, I know the off condition. So, we're gonna have to fight through the city. All of these infantry. We got some AC-20 field guns going on here. We have the field artillery thumpers, which I want. Battle Technology magazine? Probably. It was one of them. But when we found the stats, where it was like, hey, that's a pretty cool idea. And then we gamed it out into like, what would like the Succession War era version of the mech be? And it's actually a fairly decent mech. Actually, with the artillery spots up north and down low, this could be quite good for us. We do have some really nice artillery drops, yes, that is true. But we're going to start pushing on forward. PM is the Misery Read attempt. And to think, you could have had a Gauss rifle. Stay out of the Union's range. The Union can't see us here. These two levels of wall should keep us outside of the Union range. If not, then that's going to suck. What's in the Tokugawas? AC-10s. We're going to move up here and figure out exactly what it is we're about to slam into. This Victor can be anywhere it wants to be, and so I'm going to wait a little bit on that. Decide exactly how we want to engage with that shortly. Oh, also, for those wondering, you can't quite see it because chat's in the way, but this topmost one is the Shadowhawk. It will be arriving on in 2 more turns, so on turn 3. Dropship with high 3 can shoot us. I didn't think it could in my test. But we can start retreating behind walls soon. Move like so. We're not going to have much of a choice about that, are we? Stalker, do you have flamers? You do. Beautiful. If I can clear out some infantry, that would be ideal. Especially these field guns. Field guns are not going to be pleasant to play with. That Victor has me very, very worried. That should cover me, though, if he tries that. Yeah, you're just gonna go ham. Go nuts, charge in, be aggressive. Then Darker 3JJ is covering that. Then the Charger is covering the street, or does the Black Knight charge? Black Knight can get right on top of it. Right. The Charger will take this. That way he can engage what he wants. One artillery on Hex 1305. Yeah, that's... I think I've already called one in there. The first round of artillery is already out when this whole thing kicks off. But I think one has been called in there. Yes, we have shells going on. I'll have another one, though. Just for you. Should have flamers, too, I believe. Pounder's using some cover. Looks like the Black Knight wants to pick a fight with Kyogre. I can only say how poor an idea this is. FYI about TW Lambs, it's kind of mean for aerial superiority, but with all the lambs, it's actually light on offense. Wait, what? About lambs? Next target for artillery is enemy artillery. We can try, but yeah. We'll start some counter batter if you want. And the Black Knight is going to make a standard walk. I think a standard walk. Well, no, if I run him, I actually can see the infantry platoon up there, and I really would like to. Oh, the Timberwolf Lamb? Ah. You get annihilated by dropships before turn 3. I shall arrive to tell you a story. All right, everybody was perfectly successful in doing what it is they wanted to do in terms of mobility. And time for the opening rounds of shooting at people. Get the AC2? Might actually be a decent idea. Nail the field gunners? Oh, too bad of a chance. I don't really want to be firing my LRMs off just yet. Oh yeah, look at that. Totally can reach. Instead, we'll go medium lasers. Medium lasers and short-range missile barrage. That way I get to save my long-range missiles for when we actually get to the, duking it out phase. MG. We're at the turret. Fire. Surprise, the medium laser is the reach for that, but no, we'll use the AC-10s, or the LRM-10s. That way they have a chance of actually critting the crap out of things. How tough is your building? CF-88. You're just a SRM platoon. Right. Medium lasers it is! Flip platoon. Oh, right, you have flamers. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's gonna make... oh, that's gonna make your life so much worse. Barbecue, barbecue. Skip, skip. Laser, medium lasers. You're probably dead. Let's be honest with ourselves. Foot platoon. We have a single flamer just for this roll. Barbecue. And then medium laser, medium laser. I'm not going to throw in the AC-20. I don't want to deal with the heat. Like the Lancelot is picking a fight with a stalker already. Let's see who can win this battle. Hello. Fire, fire, fire. For effect. That'll be fun. Dropships aren't as scary as they could have been. I see a good target for... Yeah, I do admit, I was kind of trying to wind you guys up a little bit when I was talking about the fortress. I was like, hey, but a fortress has a long top. That was an interesting couple of minutes where you guys were freaking out about that. I was having fun. Alright, we've only got one flamer on this target over here, so we're just going to divert even more firepower into it. No PPCs, just medium lasers and our own flamers. Because this Battlemaster is designed for this work. Sounds like Society was figuring if they... Yeah. Which variants are the dropships? Union's a classic, the Mule is a 2070-37, and the Denise is also a classic. You got me so scared. I'm so happy I got you so scared. I'm glad someone isn't fan. And the Black Knight also has no good targets. Oh, that sucks. You know what? Drop some SRMs because that's what Brick would do. Brick would absolutely fire SRMs at the already dead infantry. I believe it. And go damage high-low. I don't want to cook you just yet. So I'm just gonna fire 2 medium lasers and be done with it. Oh, actually, no. I can see that infantry out there. I can see the infantry. I can hit the infantry at 7s. I'm absolutely gonna do that. I mean, I could shoot at the Mule instead. You guys still freaking out about the Mule? You want me to target that instead? The Velvet Couch is not doing any favors for the amount of cold sweat. But it's designed for short range, or screw you, I'm going to shoot from here. But part of me went, but what if? What if? I was 80% sure it wasn't a fortress. Yeah, so the key hint that would have told you that it wasn't a fortress is the fortress is like 7,000 tons or something like that, and the tonnage ranges that I had given you was 5,000 and below, and 10,000 to 15,000. So it wasn't quite in there. Long-time fortress sounds fun to us all. Why do you want to make a custom fortress where you create the siege effects? We're not in the cave. And Adder is here too. Yes, Adder is indeed here. They will do basically most of your job for you. Marauder is also going to plug away at this turret. That's how we roll. You said the sun's brackets weren't completely accurate. The fortress, yeah, that is true. Atlas not accomplishing a whole heck of a lot. I mean, we did manage to hit a couple of infantry, but nothing too serious. Stalker also not doing a heck of a lot to the building. However, it looks like Hager is just going to instantaneously annihilate that foot platoon. Twin Flamers just gone. Lancelot missing his shots. The Stalker 20C managing to miss the Flamer on a 5. That sucks. But does hit him with the rest of the stuff. The 3JJ gets into a duel with that Lancelot and nails him with 2 of his large lasers and the medium laser, but not all 3 of the larges. The AC5 dual turret nailing the Jaeger. AC5 dual turret through armor critical, double location. Wow. Wow, already. The DJ is already suffering with a lower leg hit. That's not good. Battlemaster opening fire on that flip platoon. Missed with both of his flamers. MekHQ. Hello, bro. Did last night in Thanksgiving days. So that flip platoon dodged 3 flamers. 3 flamers were aimed at this flip platoon. None of them could get hit. That kind of sucks. Field Gunners opening fire on the Stalker, managing to hit a 3 armor critical on that CT, but it does get rerolled with Edge, but that does indicate they are starting to ramp themselves up. Black Knight opening fire on the flip platoon with his SRMs. I think they're already dead. The Archer opening fire on the Field Gunners off in the distance. 20 to 8. 8 men take damage. Bring him down to 20 men. That should take off, I believe, one of the field guns. And the foot platoon then shoots angrily at that Stalker for 9 damage. Very uncomfortable. Marauder firing the PPCs at the hardened steel structure. We still have not gotten it weak enough to be affected. The Mule opening fire with his laser bay, and 8 damage to the CT, and 8 damage to the left leg on the Battlemaster. Marauder manages to stay standing despite his actuator damage. You are not in punching range. You are not in punching range. You're not in punching range. You are absolutely in punching range. But you can't. So we will give the building a good sturdy kick. Das Boot, 17 damage. You're not in punching range. No. Still no. Nope. Alright, 35 structure remaining. Battle like this, I think we'd get salvage for those dropships if we managed to take them down. As in, destroy them, but do we want to do that? What do you... I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. How complex is it to get MegaMek up and running? Not very. I have a video telling you how to do it over on YouTube. It's very simple. And Blade Hill crits already started. Yup, the Marauder already suffering. G and I will pull. Nice. Been kicked by a mule. Yes, you have been. Double large laser strikes. The mule does not mess around. Actually, no, to be fair, the mule is not that good. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like the artillery landed here and... Oh, no, they moved. So, ain't no point in firing artillery over there. I will drop a shell here. And then here, because it was requested. And then here, because it was requested. So some counter battery going down. And, yeah, these people are running. I got one more gun that I can lob at people. Be hitting on next turn. That's the thing to remember. Mule's 80 armor on the sides. We can take that down later. Boom. You know, I will try and increase the amount of fire that we're putting down on that thumper. See if we can overwhelm them. Alright, the Jaeger Atlas. We may want to push away from this mule, because this mule is hurting. It's not a huge amount of hurt yet, but that can change very quickly. 4 to get there, and a turn. It's a 2, no problem. You want to be mindful of this Lancelot and what it can do. And also the fact that the Highlander can do whatever the hell it wants. Actually, pre 3025, they produce them at about a dozen at a time in the 4-6 Station War. The longest parts of it are the building, your company, and the optional designing contracts. They stopped because it was an expensive venture. Oh, the fortresses? Yeah. I'd rather deal with the threat at hand. I see red. Try to get it. What's the guns on the Highlander? AC-20, SRM-6s. It's yeah, LRM-15, SRM-4, medium laser, and an AC-20. So it's a bit more of a sensible version of the Highlander. Slightly more armor than usual. Alright, let's bring the 20C right on into this. I feel if you're going to try and cause problems, you may as well cause problems with AC-20s. PM will... Does the PM have flamers? Yes, it does. PM will move up there. That'll, 1, give it the 1 movement protection, and 2, put it in range to just utterly annihilate this machine gun team, which has personally offended me. I finally get to use it. Finally get to use what? Oh, the AC-20? Yeah. Oh, I remember that last battle you were in. You were trying so desperately to get in range, it just never worked. The thing we gotta remember is that this Victor can jump, and that's gonna be the death of me, I'm sure. Because eventually he's going to jump, and it's just gonna utterly annihilate me. Speaking of jumping. Yeah, let's put pressure on the Lancelot. Master deploys him back. It's not that you deployed him back, it's that you deployed him behind the people who had AC-20s. You'll get there eventually. Just gotta give it some time. But the Marauder needs to start pulling away. Already has taken too much damage. And will struggle, no doubt. Battle Master. Right on through, picking up my 3. I don't anticipate the Battle Master will be engaged by much. He's not in this round. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling pretty confident about it. Marauder, go hide in the corner. Base 4. Okay, you managed not to fall over. I'm proud of you. Archer. Don't want to push the Archer into the field too much. Especially not with its heat pumps, which are well known. If you can't hit the enemy mech or infantry, try to shoot the mule. Remove some medium lasers and downgrade some missiles for armor. Yes. If it's the C, it drops the missile ammo. If it ups 10s to 20s. I knew they weren't going to move. I just kind of had that hope and prayer. Alright. Shadow's going to be very annoyed when he finds out where his deployment location is. I know. At least I know where it's supposed to be. That would be stupid because I'd be revealing my back to the whole world, which the Victor can do quite nicely for me anyway, so. Where's Charger? They have to have the Atlas. Well, I don't have to have the Atlas there, though. I do need to hold that location in the main square, but I don't have to be there. Interesting. Okay, Black Knight. That Tokugawa is going to be there, so we now know that for a fact. Almost. I'm inviting the Black Knight, but the Black Knight will place himself at the mercy of my 20C. Yes. This is going to be just one giant clutchfuck. Ah! Oh shit, the truck got in the way. That's okay. Alrighty, self-propelled artillery managing come in. Foot platoon MG instantly destroyed by artillery landing on top of it. The Thumpers firing, hitting the Jaeger, the Marauder, and the Stalker. Holy shit. That was very, very effective artillery right there. Ballista managed to hit that Black Knight and the Highlander, so that was a little bit more effective. And this Thumper scatters off to Never Never Land, and this Ballista lands at no point that is useful, which was 1305. This was right where the original artillery was asked for. And deploys right next to the dropship. Not right next to it. Does the Highlander have jump jets? Yes, all Highlanders have jump jets. Out of the forest. I don't know a Highlander that doesn't jump. Exactly. All Highlanders can fly. Alright, this Black Knight is not as inviting a target as I was hoping. And it looks like the Stalker has an angle, and he is going for it. Battlemaster is about to be the center of his own little, very painful experiment. Looks like we're going to bust out the LRM-15s. Whoosh. Whoosh, I say. Stalker PM has no good shots. That's a little disappointing. But we knew it was going to get dicey in here. We knew. Flamer. Then the secret weapon. Secret naughty sauce. Will hopefully kill all of that infantry. Hi. You decided to walk up right next to Kyogre. How would you like to die? 27. Yeah, we'll push it in for one more. Battlemaster is, yeah. Zeus sees. Zeus sees all. I don't know. They're a heavier Victor. They're a better Victor. Because they actually have some protection. Alright, PPC, AC-20. Hi there. Do you like violence? Fire the AC-20 and the 2 medium lasers. I would love to throw... Ooh, can I? I think I can. Ooh, we're gonna multitask on this one. And we're gonna barbecue the foot platoon. Perfect. And then the Stalker, 3JJ. Ooh, they moved very intelligently and got out of the line of sight for my Stalker 3JJ. That is clever. Intelligent of them. Well, he did say he wanted to fire at the dropship, so we'll do that. Zap. Enjoy. The Charger is going to pick on the Black Knight, or could he pick on the Victor? That's an 8. But if we went after the Victor, that's a 7. Oh, we're going for the 7. We're going for the 7. You know we're going for 7. Battlemaster is just, oh, not going to enjoy life. The 2 gunners and the turret gunners are all focusing on the Atlas because they've got a good angle on them. Less brawlier than the Victor? No, they're just better than the Victor in all ways. Effectively the same, save less movement points in exchange for armor and LRMs. Are they? Isn't a Victor a 4-6? I'm pretty sure the Victor is not a... I thought Highlanders were a 4-6. Oh no, they are 3-5-3. You're right, they are slower. Okie doke. Twin PPCs to start lighting up the night. The medium laser to add in for that little bit of spice. And the Black Knight has a wonderful target on this tank, which we are going to turn into slag. Archer is then... Bust out the LRM-20s. I'm going to see if I can't damage these turrets enough to kill them. I'm only going to fire 1 missile, because, you know, we may as well. May as well save something. Possible. Okay. Looks like we're firing at the mule, as per commander request. But I mean, the Victor has an AC-20 standard, the Highlander has a Gauss. Yeah, I struggle with that because standard in my head is 30-25, but yeah. Better avoid the 210 one. That's proper wood, that works. Alright, Highlander opens fire and accomplishes nothing. The Stalker opens fire with both of its LRM-20s, accomplishes nothing. Enemy Stalker. There's going to be a lot of Stalkers in this now, unfortunately. Enemy Stalker opening fire does manage to hit the Battlemaster with both LRM-20s. That was twin 16s. That's 32 damage on both of them. Ow. Jaeger manages to miss all 3 of his volleys. Another enemy Stalker opens fire and misses everything. Stalker PM opening fire and Flamer on the foot, barbecues him down to 4 people left, and then proceeds to fire a whole bunch of missiles to kill him. Brian finally getting there, opening fire, ER large laser, scoring a hit on the right torso of the Stalker. LRM-20s nailing him as well. Oh, Zeus is playing no games, although he only managed to hit with 28 of his missiles. So he's clearly off of it a little bit. Victor misses the AC-20 at the Atlas and Kyogre, but does follow up with the SRM-6 and a couple of medium lasers. Does hit Kyogre in the head with one of his SRMs, but it does get forced away thanks to a little bit of edge. Lancelot nailing the left arm of the Battlemaster and pouring that thing open with his PPC. And Kyogre then finally gets his opportunity to drill into the Victor which he does quite well, and even gets a through armor critical on the right leg, but doesn't actually pull anything through with it. The Black Knight, enemy Black Knight, opens fire on the Atlas with twin large laser and quad medium laser, and really lipping into the side of that one. Armor down to 19 on the left torso. Tokugawa heavy tank opening fire on the Atlas as well. Center torso down to 29 with a machine gun for a follow-up. Second Tokugawa misses absolutely everything at Brick. Brick is too nimble, floating like a butterfly. Hopefully he will sting like a bee. The 20C nails the Black Knight with an AC-20 in the left leg, but the building takes it all because it was behind cover. Medium laser follow-up does manage to hit the center torso, and the other two weapons do miss. Autocannon turrets laying into keg. Our armor is down to 14. Took another hit to the head, but did again get forced away by Edge. Charger also taking a little bit of fire in the left side, and the Archer even getting lit up a little bit. Stalker 3 JJ, triple laser strike on that mule, bringing the armor down to 56. And the dual armor turrets, or AC-5 turrets, again opening fire on Kaeger in his Atlas. Charger nailing the Victor right in the right leg with his AC-20, and that'll bring it down to 5 structure remaining. SRM follow-up does not manage to capitalize on that exposure, though. Hello, HBF2 Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Micro Machine has nothing new. Wait, what? Have I missed something? I get the feeling I've missed something. How you doing? Hopefully you've been having a good day. We're just staring at spreadsheets as we go through one of our games. So, alright, where were we? Field Gunner is missing most of their stuff, although another through armor critical on the left arm of the Battlemaster. Battlemaster is eating it. It's not good right now. But he does force that away with a little bit of edge on that one. More AC-2s looking for that golden BB. Oh, finally, Brick coming in. Managing to get in there. Oh, he was definitely floating, and here comes the Sting. Made the vehicle immobile, and then followed up with a tremendous SRM-6 barrage. This vehicle has never been more immobile with the number of results he's gotten on that one. Hasn't actually managed to punch through the armor. That's the funny thing. Although the right rear is almost there. The Micro Machine Man can narrate super quickly. Ah, that's cool. That Victor definitely deserves a kit. It does. Hopefully it'll be wonderful. Archer opening fire on the... What are you aiming at? The Archer should have been targeting the mule, didn't it? Archer RF, yeah. 20 missiles hit, hardened structure. Accomplished nothing with that. The mule opening fire on the Atlas Jaeger with its laser base and gouging out a couple more hits. The Marauder hitting the mule and damages the engine. Oh, that's not good. Kaeger, the stock, yeah, everybody succeeded in staying standing on this round. Although whether or not they continue to stay standing at the end of the round, that'll be an interesting question as artillery drops all over the place everywhere. So Jaeger has nothing to kick. Neither does the Stalker PM. There we go. Let's give him Das Boot. And then nothing for the T-20. Vanguard is free as well. Charger can stomp on the Tokugawa tank standing right beneath him. Battlemaster has nothing. And let's see if the Black Knight can kill it. And Archer has nothing to work with. Alright, Atlas kicks the right leg, section destroyed, and down will go the Victor. There will be no jumping from him for the rest of this next turn. I anticipate he will be very dead, but at the same time, the Jaeger is going to get, or not the Jaeger, Kaeger is going to take a lot of hits on that one. Charger managing the Tokugawa tank, hits him right on the turret, which is useless to me. And the Black Knight also kicking the Tokugawa, this time hitting the right side. The crew is stunned for the next 2 turns. Immobilized, stunned, easy kill. Does one engine hit suffice to get the mule on the ground? No. No, it does not. At least it shouldn't. If it is, then damn, you guys have already taken out a major objective. Yeah, the Victor goes down. Pilot is unsuccessful at life. Alright, finally back to the pretty map. Yep, okay. I did random roll this. I'm sorry, Shadow, but you had a chance. I rolled a d6. On a 1 or a 2, you would have been here. On a 3 or 4, you would have been here. On a 5 or 6, you rolled a 6. You're on the outer road. So yeah, this is going to be uncomfortable for you. Let's see. Well, it can, but it's a plus piloting roll, so it's probably best. Plus piloting rolls generally will just break the landing gear. They're not going to need landing gear where they're going. Does he have jump jets? He does. He's got 3 jump jets because the 2H is the most awful mech ever. Oh, go-karts. I thought you were already here. It is. I'm going to try and get you back. Oh, the AC-5 crew already died here. Oh, that's what he must have hit with the AC-20. Or not the AC-20, with the LRM-20s. Okay, so that's one of the turrets out. Alright, I'll put away. Right if I knew. Cut in for me. Yeah, it just wasn't gonna go your way. Like, I think I might be able to bounce you over here. I think. But you're gonna get lit up a little bit. It's gonna be painful. In any event, let's call on some artillery. The Brian might actually come close enough to this. Oh. Oh, did the field guns move? I think the field guns are moving. Let's see if we can anticipate the field gun movement so that we can nail them next turn. Shoot, I missed one of my field guns. And go there. Some artillery now going out. Guns out. Just gonna rain all around him. Let's see if I can get him over. I can get him over. He's just gonna get shot at a lot. Try not to die. This is what happens when you go AWOL. No, not sideways. Jump him directly upwards. Yeah. I know what's gonna keep him alive and what's gonna get him killed. Oh, believe you me. Alright, so what do we got? We are at the Jaeger. Jaeger doesn't need to be anywhere near anything, but if I move him like this, I can start being aggressive against the turret. What line did you want avoided, Vanguard? Because you mentioned you wanted your people to avoid a line. City fighting. He asks for orders after deliberately leaving his post. Strong words will be coming your way. Strong words. I kind of want to push the 3JJ in. I want to push you in, Vanguard. I really can't afford to hang around with Kyogre. Kyogre can't stand still. If he does, he'll die. Unfortunately, the Tokugawa is blocking me. Shoot. And he's not going to move in time. That was my plan, though. Let's have the Charger make some space. This will be painful, but I think necessary. The 20C might be able to make it over that wall. No, these two buildings block. This is where I would need to be, and I'm not going to be able to be there. 19, 9, 18. Yeah, we could smash up these buildings. Oh, hi, field gun. That's going to be painful. If Ghost sees what I think he's going to see, Ghost and Shadow are going to have a very interesting combination. And what do you think you're going to see, Shade? Just NASCAR to kill the victor. Since I'm over there. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to bring the Black Knight back over. That way he has some maneuverability. The problem is, I also want Kyogre down south. But Kyogre can't move through this Tokugawa. Because you're not allowed to move through the vehicle, you can only move onto the vehicle. This wasn't a problem the Charger had, because the Charger is allowed to move off of the vehicle in any direction they want. So I need this Tokugawa to not be there. This one is totally immobilized. The crew is stunned for the next couple of rounds. Like, we've got time to deal with him. He is super low priority. So I'm going to see if I can't burn some time and get them to do things so that I can do other things. That little bit of the Highlander. It's not a great shot, but it is a shot. And we are trying to avoid Zeus and his shenanigans down south. Because that shenanigans is going to annihilate us. The Marauder can jump. I just don't want to jump too much with it. Because with that damaged leg, I think it has to take a check every time it lands. I know it will if it takes a hit damage, but... Jumping you for a second time. The Battlemaster needs to pull the hell out. Back up. Back up. Taking too much damage already. Oh, is the Tokugawa... Did you opt not to move? Are you being incredibly smart? No, he has not moved yet. Okay. It would be brilliant of him to do that. I may have to do this, though. I don't want to do that at all. We'll see. Actually, no, that might entice him to do something. And how badly... You are getting a little bit lit up on that left side. So we'll pull back a little bit. That'll give us some more cover from over here. That'll give us breathing room with Kyogre, which he needs. A feeling that I'll be left shaking my fist at the sky. Ah, you don't say. Shade has some inside knowledge about what's to happen to him. It's going to be painful. You can also blame many people. Getting you in is not a thing I can afford right now. Jumping for that, though. Yes. Maybe? Yes. Alright. Not quite the rotation I want, but that'll probably give the Stalker the best chance of surviving with a +2 on top of that. And that'll free Brick up to do, you know, shenanigans. Which I would like to do shenanigans. 3JJ, that'll give him a shot on so much. I love it. Double twos. Do we think he can make twos? Friends are reverse game backs up level pieces. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be okay, maybe not fun, but we're working on it. Finding a good location for the PM is becoming exceedingly difficult. I need you guys to have more room. More room which you do not have. And these buildings are so tall that your jump jets are not quite effective at trying to get around things. I definitely do not want the PM up here. That would be dumb. That would be levels of dumb. Alright, move there. Turn, like so. Keep yourself guarded. Brian is shifting slightly forward. Holding there. Might take on for free. Oh, that's perfect. I know that Brick will appreciate this. Brick will very much appreciate this. Because he's got a shot on Taylor's back. This is gonna hurt. I am young and impressionable. Alright, the Lancelot is gonna try and cover that, but oh, they're all trying to cover that. They are not happy finding out that suddenly Taylor's got his back to targets. This actually opens up an opportunity for the Marauder, because now the Marauder can hit the Black Knight where he's standing. Make that turn. He made that turn. Okay, good. Oh, the Field Artillery Thumper landing on their own Black Knight, which got hit in the head. 4 armor remaining. Oh, that's close to dying now. Ballista scatters off the board. Field Artillery, the Thumper manages to hit another location, which is useless. So, yeah, the most effective artillery of this round was their own artillery. I love it. Practically landed on him. If he had not moved, it would have... No, it would have landed behind him, but still. I love it. Alright, Shadowhawk, what you got? You have an AC 5. Can you contribute to the battle? Blocked by terrain? Not really, apparently is the answer to that question. So we will target you, fire an AC 5, skip, fire an LRM. This is the worst mech ever. It has one saving grace, and that's that it has punchy fists and shoulder guns. That's it. That's the whole... That is the long and the short. The good and the bad. An 8 for the Black Knight. Do I really want to hurt the Black Knight like that? I do, but how much do I really care? Yeah, the Black Knight's more dangerous, although we're less likely to hit. But... Oh, never mind. That's 7s. I'm an idiot. Damage high low, please. Because he's in close quarters combat now. Medium lasers, skip the LRMs, and bust open the SRM6s. Yeah, this will be fun. Darker PM also has a great shot PPC, followed up by a pair of LRM 10s. Ought to do most of the hard work on that one. Toger doesn't have a good shot. I kind of was afraid of that. What did you do with the Tokugawa? Oh, you moved it up here. Yeah. Kind of was afraid that might happen. We'll have him then try and engage anything. Field gunners up on top of a building? Sure. No PPCs and a large laser. Have fun with that. I'll survive this battle easy. We're going to need surviving into the battle. Can you make a useful Shadowhawk? Yes, it's a 55-ton mech. There's so much you can do to a Shadowhawk. You just would stop being a Shadowhawk anymore. Shadowhawk's biggest problem is the Shadowhawk. Not recursive thinking right there, by the way. AC-20, twin medium lasers, and... I could throw on a flamer, sure, why not? I have the heat for it. I literally can't build enough heat with my close quarters guns in that mech. Hi! That's a 4 to hit. With a whole... Oh, I'm gonna remember the trick that... Gotta remember the trick that Vanguard taught me about his mech. We get one large laser, and then we just don't shoot one of his mediums. And it's basically the same heat. Thank you for pointing that out. I did not know that about your mech until you told me. It's very fun to add in just a little bit more damage. And then it looks like we're going to be barraging the ever-loving crap out of that tower. And the Battlemaster will probably be joining him. Nope. LS blocked by terrain. Looks like the mule's taking another pair of PPCs. Alrighty, who's up? The Black Knight. 6 or 5. That's really tempting to decide who has the best Black Knight, but no. We're gonna go for our single AC-20 shot at Oscar. We'll throw in the SRMs. Just a little bit. Oh, hey! medium lasers, or 3s to hit with LRM 20s. Yeah, we know what we're doing. The 5M Shadowhawk is pretty good. I think the best Shadowhawk loadout is the Succession War 2K. The UX5 LRM 20, that's not bad. Yeah, I can work with that. Maybe the Mad can crit out the Mule's engine eventually. At this rate, you're probably going to kill the Mule. Alright, PPC is into you because you opted to stand there, and that was very dumb of you. Alrighty, let's see how this phase is going to roll out. Highlander manages to nail the left arm of the Black Knight with an AC-20. That's his missile arm right there, I think. Brick, is your AC-20 on your left or your right arm? I thought it was on your right. I'm sorry for the Stalker. So enemy Stalker managing to nail the Charger with 12 missiles. And then the Shadowhawk opening fire, hitting the Mule twice with both weapons. Congratulations! Armor's down to 57. Stalker 3H missing his first missile. Second missile does hit for 20 missiles. Oh, they are not taking prisoners. Second one also manages to hit, hitting with one of his LRM 20s, which also hits for 20 missiles. Does manage to hit him through armor critical on the center torso on the Charger, but it does get rerolled with edge. Right arm is down to 14 armor. LRMs are terrifying. I did mention this in the Discord that Zeus's lance alone, just Zeus's four mechs and 2 vehicles, are pumping out 240 missiles per turn. And they're geared to use those missiles. Zeus is probably the most dangerous foe you've ever fought. Well, Cutter at close range theoretically is more dangerous. But Zeus is still terrifying. The K2 catapult is 2 PPCs, so it's hot as hell. Yes. 2K. Why would you compare? Wait, you would prefer a 2K over a C1? Are you mad? There is only one good catapult. It is the C1. Every other catapult is useless compared to it. LRM are danger with Cluster Master on all of them. Yup. They're enjoying the show. Jaeger finally managing to actually hit stuff with his close quarters weaponry and really lighting up that Black Knight. Does actually manage to get a headshot on his target. 5 to stay conscious because he's already taken 2 hits to the head. Oh, one more and it's probably better than 50% at that point that he'll fall unconscious. Stalker PM nailing the Black Knight with a PPC and an LRM 10. Through armor critical on the right torso goes nowhere. Brian opening fire, ER large laser striking the center torso of the Stalker down to 31 armor. Both LRM 20 striking for another 28 missiles. So he is not doing nearly as well as his Stalkers are when it comes to his missile barrages. Victor fires his AC-20 at the Stalker, fails to connect, which is good. The Stalker 20C. Kaeger finally opening fire on the field gunners with his PPCs, bringing them down to 14 men after all is said and done. The Black Knight L, this is their Black Knight, manages to miss his first large laser, follows up with a quad medium laser barrage, which hits 3 times on Kaeger. Wait, yes? Yes. Medium laser at Black... Oh, did we call it CF? Is that... I do not pay enough attention. Tokugawa open fire and does hit the 20C with his AC-20. AC-10, that is unfortunate. The Stalker 20C then proceeds to literally miss every single shot at the Victor. Pyro. Alright, moving on. The AC-5 turrets are starting to really light things up. Somebody took a hit to something. Center torso strike. Stalker 3JJ starting to duke it out with that Black Knight, laying in him. Right arm down to no armor. Right leg down to no armor and has taken damage to heat sink. Medium laser striking the right leg again. So he has lost 2 heat sinks and a hip damage. That hip damage is going to probably prove to be really rough on him, especially with the upcoming round there. He's going to have to roll a piloting check to see if he stays standing in the end. Why does this always happen? I don't know, but you are the bad luck kid, and I cannot figure out for the life of me why. You are the walking hatchet man. AC-5 turrets are... one of them actually does manage to connect. The left arm of that Battlemaster is down to 5 internal structure remaining. Field gunners AC-20 have opened fire with their machine guns on the Charger because they've decided that using the big gun, well, they can't move and shoot it. So, have you died yet? No, not yet. In fact, you just had potentially a phenomenal run. Have we gotten you yet? I don't think we have. We're about to. Charger hitting the building, trying to collapse it. Possible critical hit. Doesn't accomplish anything. That is unfortunate. Field gunners laying into the Stalker 3JJ down to 16 armor on that left arm. I don't think there's anything in your arms though. AC-2 opening fire on the Battlemaster. Luckily, he doesn't hit that weakened arm. Battlemaster opening fire, both PPCs towards the Mule. No undestroyed transport bay found. Interesting, but also no effect because we are starting to exceed damage thresholds. Here comes Brick, managing to nail the Highlander. This is Oscar, by the way, in the right torso with his AC-20. 8 armor remains, misses with the SRM-6 follows up, but he is in a wonderful flanking position. And then the Archer RF comes in, LRM-20s ablazing, 16 missiles hitting with the first group, managing to blow apart the right leg. The second group, oh no, that's still the first group of missiles, hits him in the head, 3 total hits, stays conscious because he rolled on 9. And then the second barrage of missiles coming in, only 9 missiles, a little disappointing there. And managing to crit everything out of that right torso, including large lasers and haystacks. He is getting weaker by the moment. Marauder coming in, following up on that Black Knight, on that right torso as well. Missed a 5 for his follow-up shot, probably would have blown off that right torso entirely, but it hangs on by a thread. So Jaeger stays standing, Vanguard does not. Vanguard dropping down, suffering 9 damage to her right, to the right torso, rear, and your right leg, as well as taking a hit for falling over. The Black Knight, after getting utterly lit out by everything, also goes down, unfortunately, taking damage to its left arm. But other than that, I mean, it did manage to do a wonderful flank. Highlander stays standing, but the Black Knight does not, and as that's 4 total hits, needed to 10 to stay conscious, falls unconscious, and goes down. So both Black Knights on the ground. This guy's eating over shots. Alright, so he's immobile and prone, and his odds of waking up are not great. And I'm probably going to drop another artillery strike right here, and that will probably finish him off. So we have people who are down, but back to the punchy phase. Oh wow, that was an awful way of falling over, Van. Who did I hear? Black Knight is going to cook now. Did we hit engines? I didn't think we hit his engine. Alright, you've got no melee targets. You have no melee targets. You have no melee targets. You do have melee targets. They're field gunners, they're standing underneath your feet, so why don't you use them feet? You have no melee targets. No melee targets. No melee targets. Hey, hit the field gunners. There's 27 of them left. If they stand still this next round, which I think they will, that's gonna hurt.